I am with Wire after a very dramatic day in the Youth Netball Premier League Under-14s Northern Conference. Wire, two very tough games here today. Some teams got a free ride when it comes to Grangetown because they had regional commitments. So some teams basically didn't play their top team. But unfortunately for you, you got their top team. And I all week I've been thinking, it's going to be a tough game. Like, it's not on paper. It looks easy. In reality, it's not going to be easy. So if you weren't ready for that game, it could make the whole day a bit disastrous for you. Great start to the Grangetown game. They did get back into it, but I think you showed a lot of maturity in that game to once you got ahead, stayed ahead, and in the end, it was a good win. So give us your thoughts on the match play and how you played in that one.
I think when you're playing against Grangetown, it's always going to be like a really physical game. So we have to be mindful of that. Obviously, not trying to get ourselves injured and stuff. Yeah. We've got so much going on. I think they're a really good team. But at the end of the day, I think we did show a lot of maturity in the fact like we didn't lose our heads when it was getting physical and when maybe the scoreline was getting a bit closer. Yeah. I think just stuff like that kept us in the game.
I think you're very reactive to the fact that they were coming back into the game, and every time they felt like they were coming back into it, you reacted well. And again, showed a level of maturity which you should have at an under-14s level. Were you concerned at any point that did you feel Grangetown was the ideal preparation for Bolton, or probably a bit too much effort was being used in preparation for the big game?
To be honest, I think it was a really good game, and that gets us more into another game.
Yeah.
So the Grangetown game was really good. They got close, so it got us ready for the Bolton game.
Yeah, no, it's a good game and a good test, and a test you passed really well. I think on another season without them being disrupted, that would potentially could have been a top 4 battle. So yeah, that was good. Really good performance. Right, Bolton next. 11-7 in the first quarter. Flying. We talked for many years about the start of the game. Yeah. And how you never used to start games particularly that well. Started this game really well. Second quarter, it looked like Bolton had changed something because you weren't able to get through their defences as easily as you did in the first quarter. Third quarter, it kind of picked up a little bit, but I was very worried for you. I thought, come on, girls, this is Super Saturday. But then you gave us our Super Saturday by the fourth quarter. Probably one of the best quarters of netball I've seen you play. The fight, the hunger, forget the netball side of things. It was the mentality behind the fourth quarter that I felt got you through it. So incredible comeback, a draw in the end. So if you can, just let us know how the game panned out for you, quarter by quarter, and why such a good start and then a good ending.
I think we started really well, and then they adapted to how we played. So they were blocking us off.
So what did they do specifically to kind of stop you that free flowing netball in the first quarter?
I think, well, when you're playing against like two performance teams like us and Bolton, you're always going to take like dips and highs. So it was never going to be one straightforward game of like who was winning. There was always going to be like Bolton winning, us winning. But
what do you feel they did to?
I think the defence stepped up quite a lot in the middle quarters, but it's just what we have to do to adapt. That I think what gave us the draw in the final quarter.
And going into that final quarter, what was said by the coaches, like how did you attack that fourth quarter from a tactical?
I think it's just keeping your heads, like making sure you're encouraging each other all the time, and just because obviously sport has a massive mental side to it. So if your head goes down, then the game's just gone. So as long as we kept our heads up and just played our simple netball as we do, and that's what's going to get us the wins.
Yeah, well, again, we talked in the corridor about the fight and the hunger. All of you, I think Ruby was the catalyst behind that. She was just darting across the court, intercepting, turning over, and kind of that spread throughout the whole entire team. Do you come away from that feeling relieved you didn't lose the game, or do you feel frustrated that Sophie didn't score a 2-point shot?
I think there's always going to be...
No, just frustrated you kind of didn't get the win because it was close, wasn't it?
No, I think we were happy with the draw. I mean, we played them quite a few times. They're a really good team. It was always going to be a great game. I think we're happy with the draw. Obviously, you're always going for the win, but the draw was good.
Does anyone know what the goal difference is like between you and Bolton? Because it could potentially come down to that. Who's ahead?
I think Bolton's
Oh, is it? All right, so
Slightly.
so it looks like a fourth place finish, if that's what the goal difference is like. Is that a disappointing end, potential end to the season, or are you just happy that
No, I think we should be proud of ourselves for like where we came, because you've got to remember us from like under 12s being like 7th place and working our way up into top 4, especially that we're beating like the first Southern team. No, we're losing by like one, and then went on to win the competition. So I think it's just baby steps every year, and hopefully we'll go.
If you win your last game of the season, that'd be a record points total for you. Oh, is it?
Ooh.
And Bolton are missing half their squad for the last game of the season.
No, that's us. Yeah.
Okay.
Who are they playing?
They've got a tougher game than you. You've got. Who have they got? Oh. Well. You know what? Who knows what could happen? All you need to know is that you're gonna have to come to that game and score as many goals as you possibly can. But yeah, well done. What a great ending to the game. A great kind of an article for youth performance netball. And we look forward to seeing how you get on in round 5. Thank you, Wyatt.